If you're holding on to assets like Quant, QNT, Ripple's XRP, Hedera, HBAR, or Stellar XLM, you're probably wondering what's really going on beneath the surface. Forget the short-term price charts and the fleeting social media hype. The global financial system is in the middle of a monumental transformation, and these 4 digital assets aren't just weathering the storm, they are fundamental components of the new architecture. This isn't about chasing quick gains or the next meme coin to the moon. We're talking about the bedrock of a new financial world. Programmable money, institutional-grade infrastructure, and digital assets meticulously designed to plug into the trillion-dollar plumbing of the global banking system. While many retail investors are distracted, the real money, the kind that builds generational wealth, is quietly aligning with the technology that can move immense value securely and at scale. So, get comfortable, because in this deep dive we're going to break down exactly why Quant, the XRP ledger, Hedera hashgraph, and Stellar Lumens are not just poised for significant growth but are central to the very future of digital finance. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand what 99% of investors are missing, make sure you subscribe to Be Crypto Smart and hit that notification bell. You're about to get a look behind the curtain. Okay, let's zoom in and really unpack what's happening with Quant Network, because this is where the story of the new financial system truly begins to get interesting. It's so easy to get lost in the sea of crypto projects, to just glance at a price chart and make a snap judgment. You might look at QNT, see a chart that isn't rocketing to the moon every other week, and think, nothing to see here. But let me tell you, that would be a massive mistake. In the world of high finance and deep technology, the loudest projects are rarely the most impactful. The real story with Quant isn't found in the daily price fluctuations. It's in the foundational infrastructure it's building and the A-list partnerships it's quietly forging behind the scenes. At the very heart of this operation is Quant's flagship product, Overledger. I want you to erase the idea of just another blockchain from your mind. That's not what this is. Think of Overledger as a universal operating system for finance, the master key that can unlock any door. It's the ultimate translator, the technology that creates a seamless backbone of interoperability for central banks, massive financial institutions, and complex enterprise platforms. And if you think that sounds like hopeful tech jargon, let's get down to brass tacks. The European Central Bank, ECB, one of the most powerful and influential financial bodies on the planet, has officially selected Quant as a pioneer partner for its digital euro project. Let that sink in for a second. The ECB isn't just taking a meeting. They are actively collaborating with Quant to explore programmable payments for their future digital currency. This single fact tells you everything you need to know about Quant's strategy. They aren't trying to be a bank killer. They are positioning themselves as the indispensable bank enabler. They are providing the critical technology to help the entire global financial system evolve into the digital age. So, how does this magic actually work? Through its elegant plug-and-play APIs and the core Overledger platform, Quant allows the legacy systems, the very architecture that the world's finances currently run on, to seamlessly and securely communicate with the explosive new world of blockchain-based assets. This includes the entire ecosystem of stablecoins and tokenized assets, and it achieves this without demanding a cripplingly expensive, multi-year, and incredibly risky full-system overhaul. It's like giving a classic, reliable 747 a brand-new, hypersonic engine while it's still in the air. Now, this is where the story transitions from incredible to truly game-changing. Let's talk about their newer offering, QuantFlow. If you think of Overledger as the foundational operating system, then QuantFlow is the killer app suite built for the real world of money. This isn't just about sending value from point A to point B. QuantFlow is a sophisticated programmable money infrastructure. It's a set of powerful APIs that give banks and corporations the ability to automate incredibly complex financial operations. They can now program money itself, embedding logic into it so that it reacts to real-world events. They can effortlessly connect to a vast array of stablecoins across different networks. Think about what this means in practice. A multinational corporation can use QuantFlow to set up rules that automatically manage its treasury, converting currencies and moving funds to minimize risk and maximize yield based on live market data. Imagine a commercial bank being able to offer its business clients smart accounts, where tax provisions are automatically set aside with every incoming payment. Or consider a complex international trade where payment is automatically released from escrow, piece by piece, as goods are verified at each step of the supply chain. This is the level of automation and intelligence QuantFlow is designed for, and it does it all by plugging into the systems these institutions already use. So, while the retail world is glued to candlestick patterns and chasing the latest narrative, Quant is methodically and strategically embedding itself directly into the core of the next-generation financial system. They're not just selling a product. They're laying down the very rails and writing the rules for how money will move in the future. Okay, let's shift our focus to a digital asset that many people think they know, but whose true purpose is only now coming into crystal clear view. Let's talk about XRP and the powerful infrastructure it provides, which is humming along in the background and gaining serious momentum every single day. It's absolutely critical that you look past the old headlines, the courtroom dramas, and the social media noise. The real story of the XRP ledger, XRPL, today is its rapid emergence as a dominant force, a veritable superhighway, for real-world, regulated stablecoins. We're not talking about hypotheticals anymore. As of right now, in mid-2025, the XRPL is becoming a vibrant hub for a diverse and growing family of stablecoins. In May, StraitsX, a major payment institution licensed by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, launched its Singapore dollar-backed stablecoin, XSGD, directly onto the XRP ledger. This isn't just another token. It's a regulated digital dollar from a key Asian financial hub, now live on the XRPL. But it doesn't stop there. Ripple itself is stepping into the arena with its own US dollar-backed stablecoin, Rust. And here's the bombshell that proves the scale of their ambition. Just this month, Ripple announced a landmark partnership with BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank, to act as the primary custodian for Rust's reserves. Let that sink in. A titan of traditional finance, BNY Mellon, is now directly involved in safeguarding the assets that back a stablecoin destined for the XRP ledger. This is the definition of bridging the old world with the new. Why is this happening? Why are serious players choosing the XRPL? Because stablecoins are no longer a niche crypto experiment. They are at the very heart of the next evolutionary phase of finance. Governments, central banks, and payment giants like Mastercard and Visa are all leaning in heavily. They've moved past idle curiosity and are now asking the critical question. How do we integrate this new form of digital money into our existing global payment flows? This is precisely where the inherent advantages of the XRP ledger shine. The XRPL was engineered from day one with a singular purpose: to be incredibly fast, remarkably cheap, and exceptionally reliable for moving value across borders. Transactions settle in 3 to 5 seconds for a fraction of a cent. When you layer on its native decentralized exchange, DEX, which allows for instant trading and liquidity, its features designed to cater to regulatory compliance, and its energy-efficient design, you have the perfect foundation for enterprise-grade stablecoins to thrive. And here's how this all starts to connect and form a cohesive picture. A regulated stablecoin like XSGD or Rust, issued on the XRP ledger, can be made seamlessly interoperable with traditional banking systems through an advanced interoperability layer like Quant's Overledger. This means a bank doesn't have to get locked into a single blockchain. They can use Quant to provide the universal translation and bridge, while the XRP ledger acts as the high-speed settlement engine, moving the value with unparalleled efficiency. The what-if scenarios are officially over. The rails are not just being laid. They are live, and powerful engines like XRP are already running on them, with the biggest names in finance now hopping on board. HBAR, the tokenization engine for real-world value. Next up is Hedera Hashgraph. With a quiet and methodical precision, Hedera, and its native asset HBAR, is solidifying its position as the enterprise-grade distributed ledger technology (DLT) of choice for tokenizing real-world assets and for innovative stablecoin issuance. Here's what you need to grasp. Hedera is not just talking about the future. It's actively building it. It already hosts USDC and the Australian digital dollar. Furthermore, there are active plans with banks in the Philippines to launch a multi-issuer stablecoin called PHPX. This isn't speculative hype. This is real-world financial institutions building on real-world technology. A key component driving this adoption is the Stablecoin Studio, a comprehensive toolkit that empowers institutions to issue their own programmable stablecoins on Hedera with all the necessary tools for compliance, speed, and enterprise-level control baked right in. What sets Hedera apart is its unique technology and governance. Its hashgraph consensus mechanism allows for incredibly high speeds with transaction finality in mere seconds, all at a minimal cost. Perhaps most compelling for large institutions is its governance. The Hedera network is governed by a global council of some of the world's most respected corporations, including Google, IBM, Boeing, and many others. This provides a level of stability and trust that is crucial for enterprise adoption. And just like with the XRP ledger, stablecoins built on Hedera can be seamlessly connected into QuantFlow. This gives them a direct line to traditional banks, established payment rails, and cross-border corridors. In a world that is on the verge of an explosion in the use of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, bank-issued coins, and a plethora of other stablecoins, Hedera's positioning is nothing short of brilliant. XLM, Stellar's compliance-first approach to stablecoins. Now, let's turn our attention to Stellar and its native asset, XLM. While other projects might be louder in their marketing, Stellar has maintained a laser-like focus on its core mission: to create equitable access to the global financial system through compliant and low-cost cross-border payments. And the results are speaking for themselves. The Stellar network hosts at least 6 major stablecoins, including the Australian digital dollar, AUDC. GMO trusts US dollar and Japanese yen-backed stablecoins, USDC, a Canadian dollar stablecoin, and a euro token. There's even a token backed by gold. Stellar's unique selling proposition lies in its unwavering commitment to simplicity, its built-in regulatory tools, and its focus on real-world use cases that impact everyday lives. Its partnerships are a testament to this, with names like MoneyGram, Circle, and even the United Nations leveraging its network. Stellar isn't chasing fleeting trends. It's building durable financial corridors. Here's the crucial takeaway. Much like XRP and HBAR, Stellar's stablecoin ecosystem is flourishing. And, once again, all of these networks have the potential to be interconnected with the traditional banking world via Quant's Overledger. This means a stablecoin on the Stellar network could be utilized by a bank through QuantFlow's APIs. It could be triggered by an automated payroll system and settle across borders in seconds for a fraction of a penny. Stellar's compliance-first philosophy, combined with its impressive roster of stablecoins and its integration potential through platforms like Quant, places it squarely at the heart of the impending payments revolution. This isn't hype. It's the new financial operating system. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. All the endless speculation, the competing narratives, and the crypto tribalism ultimately mean very little if your chosen digital asset isn't being built for real-world application. What we are witnessing is the emergence of a new, interconnected financial operating system where Quant is providing the universal interoperability backbone. XRP is building the high-speed liquidity rails. HBAR is powering the engine for enterprise-grade tokenization. XLM is scaling accessible and compliant cross-border remittances. And all of these are converging around a single, powerful theme: a future of finance driven by stablecoins and rooted in compliance. When a major digital asset security firm like Fireblocks reports that a staggering 90% of banks are actively making plans for stablecoin rollouts, when giants like Mastercard and Visa are launching their own digital currency initiatives, when the European Central Bank handpicks Quant for its digital euro testing, you are no longer looking at a theoretical future. You are watching the very foundation of the next financial system being laid in real time. And here is the crucial piece of the puzzle that so few people see. These assets are not isolated islands. They are designed to be interoperable and complementary. They are being quietly tested and adopted by the very institutions that many retail investors believe are their adversaries. So, while the social media influencers are hyping the next fleeting meme coin, the smart, patient money is strategically positioning itself in the protocols that the world's largest financial institutions are literally building upon. Conclusion. The final move is coming. Are you positioned? We're past the point of being early to crypto in the general sense. But we are incredibly early to the infrastructure phase. The transition from a market driven by speculation to one defined by real-world, programmable money is happening right now. If you are holding QNT, XRP, HBAR, or XLM, you're not just on the sidelines, you are holding the keys to this new financial architecture. But here's the unvarnished truth. Infrastructure development moves slowly, until it doesn't. The final, explosive phase of this transformation will begin when the world's major banks shift from testing these systems to full-scale deployment. It will happen when stablecoin APIs like QuantFlow become a standard part of their operations. It will happen when significant value stops moving through the slow and expensive legacy systems and starts flowing through these intelligent, interoperable rails. By the time that happens, the opportunity to position yourself at these levels will be a distant memory. So, if you're here and you've made it this far, don't let this convergence of technology and institutional adoption pass you by. Make sure you're subscribed to Be Crypto Smart and have those notifications turned on. Because the next time we have this conversation about QNT, XRP, HBAR, and XLM, the institutions may have already gone live. And if you're not prepared, you risk being left behind. Subscribe now for more no-hype, deep-dive crypto content. Turn on notifications so you never miss a major market shift. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which of these projects are you most confident in and why? Share this video with another smart investor who needs to look beyond the hype and see the infrastructure being built. This is Be Crypto Smart. Stay ahead of the curve.